Looking to make it 3 straight wins, the Seattle Seahawks return home to CenturyLink Field to take on the San Francisco 49ers. The Niners are 2-9 on the season and still looking for their first road win of the year.
Kyle Shanahan team, he's a fantastic coach and does a great job with his offense. We've watched him for years and gone against him for years at different places and always have had great respect. And they can run it. They've got a really good scheme to get the quarterback out of the pocket. They do all kinds of really good things, and it's going to be a big challenge for us there.
Injuries have been a problem for San Francisco all over the field. The Niners have started 3 different quarterbacks. In the last 3 games, it's been rookie Nick Mullins who's been under center. He's thrown for 733 yards, 5 touchdowns, and 4 interceptions.
He's been efficient. He gets the ball out. They move him a lot in the play action game. If you look at, it's been hard to get to him. He's only been sacked 4 times in about 100 throws. So he's done a real nice job there. He makes quick decisions. That's why he's getting rid of the football well, and they've mixed him in, to match up with the running game quite well.
They're gonna get it out quick. Once he's gonna get he seems like the type of guy that once he completes a couple passes, he gets his confidence in, and they're gonna definitely have the run game. The run game helps him out a lot. They're gonna get him out a lot on the play actions and all those different things. So we just got to make sure he don't leave that pocket and make sure we try to beat us with his arm, make our plays and make our hits. And, he's a good quarterback, but he's a guy we feel we can get after.
It'll be a huge challenge for him going to Seattle. It's always tough to play on the road, but if you haven't been to Seattle, you don't realize that that's different than most places. It's a lot of any stadium there is on the planet. So it will be a challenge for him, but just knowing Nick and how he's been here the last 2 years, he'll handle it the exact same way he does every other single day of his life.
San Francisco's run game ranks 5th in the league. They've had 9 games with over 100 yards rushing, which leads the NFL. Second-year running back Matt Breida leads the pack.
He's really fast, and he likes to get on the edge. So our edge is definitely going to be tested. They're going to try to run outside. They have a lot of good runs to complement, have us, overrun, thinking it's going to be an outside run, and then it cuts back. So it's definitely going to be a disciplined game. It's going to be a game that, we need to make sure we're on our fits. But from him, it's kind of like he's going to be a fast guy. They're going to try to get him on the edge. They're going to try to get him. They're going to run a lot of stretch plays to see if he can find a crease in the defense and make it a track game.
San Francisco's defensive backfield is led by a guy that is very familiar to Seahawks fans, Richard Sherman, who makes his return to CenturyLink Field for the first time. When you look up front, it's DeForest Buckner who leads the pack with 7 sacks on the season.
The thing about their defense is their front defensive linemen. Those 4 guys are really, really talented. Cassius Marsh as well as he comes in and out of the game. But across the board, they're really making a lot of havoc up front. I think too is obviously Sherm is as good as it gets at corner. He can make a lot of plays. So you got to know where he is, understand that, and got a lot of respect for how he plays the game, how intelligent he is. So I think obviously their defense is going through some stuff right now with injuries and everything else, and so, but we can't take these guys lightly. They're middle ranked in pretty much all defensive categories. You wouldn't know that just if you just thought about the record and everything else. But they've still got really good defense, and they've caused some havoc.
A really good group. They're beat up a little bit. They've had some injuries, which has forced them to play some young players. But you look at them statistically. I think they're top 10, top 15 in most every category. So it's a good defense.
Well, Seattle got back to creating turnovers last week against the Panthers with 1 interception and forcing 5 fumbles. They'll look to do that again against the Niners, who have a negative 17 turnover differential, which ranks 31st in the league.
We've been doing really good all season on getting the ball out and getting the turnovers. There was a little dry spell for 2 or 3 games that we didn't. So now all of a sudden we do a great job of emphasizing getting the ball out. So we got the ball out. And then now the next step is to, when you get it out, take it away. So I think that that's a process, and I think that as we continue to grow and as these games become tighter, it's important that we go through the process of knocking it out and picking it up at the same time.
Sunday starts a stretch for the Seahawks where 4 out of their last 5 games are at home at CenturyLink Field, and the team is excited to be back in front of the 12s.
For the last 5, being at home is a big deal. I think it's an exciting thing. We'll play the games anywhere we go, but to come home, it's an exciting time. We feel like we've been away for so long. all season. We haven't been able to see our fans and feel the energy of our fans, and to be right in the midst of where we are in the journey of this season, with the team that we have and the fun that we're having and just the joy that we get to play with every day and the camaraderie is really exciting. So we're excited about bringing that back home.
Well, Sunday marks the first of 2 meetings against the 49ers in just a 3-week span. And just a reminder, Seattle has beat San Francisco 9 straight times. Something else to keep in mind, Kickoff has been moved to 1:25 p.m. Pacific. You can watch it live on Q13 Fox or listen to it on the Seahawks Radio Network.